By the way, fuck yes, put that on a t-shirt. My authenticity is just incapability. How about that, bitch? Oh my God. Seriously though, write it down.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best.
Why isn't this charging? Why isn't it? All right. Uh-oh, what's happened? Oh no. This motherfucking thing again. You know, here's what I'm going to say. Happy Hanukkah to you. Listen, we've got 1 bar of battery. Can we do it? No.
No.
I do. You know what though? Where is that? Hold. I do have that cord. I do, Casey. That cord came. The cord came, and I don't know where I put it. I thought I put it in my purse to bring to work, but it might be out in the living room with all the other shit. Hold on. I definitely got that new cord.
Okay.
Oh, you're just going to have to bear with me for 1 second. Vamp without me.
Okay.
Furiously tip-tapping on the keyboards as I return. I'm recording. Are you not recording?
Okay. Yeah. I just want to make sure you weren't gonna run out of bats.
Is that what the cool kids are saying these days?
My kids, when they were little, used to say cripes, I'm all out of bats whenever batteries ran out of something. And then they started saying cripes, I'm all out of watts when they were out of water, when they were drinking water. I don't know. It's like a family catchphrase.
Well, Casey?
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Is it working?
No.
Oh, dear.
Oh my. Hey, battery, fucking get it together. Motherfucker. Well, I think it's the machine. I think I dropped it one too many times.
Oh, dear.
Fuck. Oh, but guess what? I do have another one at my work. So all I have to do is drive to Queens.
Okay.
Right now.
No
and get another one.
problem.
It's probably faster for me to get some batteries and just throw them in this thing.
Probably.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I do have batteries. I do know.
Okay.
I think. Hold on.
Okay.
Guys, is this good podcasting? Is this fun?
We'll cut this out. We'll cut this.
You
whole
think?
part out.
I don't think so.
Did your doorknob fall off? Are you trapped in that room forever?
With any luck.
Are you okay?
Do I seem okay?
But you're also laughing a little. Oh. Oh.
The good news is that I bought a big thing of batteries in case that cord never came.
You have to get out of that house. It's haunted.
I hate it so much. My God. It's recording. Okay. How long do you think it goes for on a battery?
I think a little while. I don't know. I've never had to do it on the battery.
There needs to be somebody needs to revolutionize the market of the super recorder. I mean, honestly, but somebody should. I mean, podcasts are like, how many podcasts are there now? 47 million?
Yeah, that's
something like that.
Yeah, it's like.
Is that a real number? Did I just make that up?
I don't know, but it seems real.
It could be. It could be.
It could be real. All right, we'll just keep watching your light to make sure it doesn't go out.
Just keep reminding me. I'm looking at it.
Pack of batteries. All right.
Don't get the dead ones mixed up.
No.
Also, like, why is it so hard to recycle batteries? Why can't there just be like a battery recycling trash can on every corner?
Yes, I was just thinking about it the other day because I had to recycle batteries and I was like, I should honestly go knock on everyone's door on the cul-de-sac and be like, go find your battery pile.
It's a great idea.
Give it
It's a
to
great
me.
idea. Neighborhoods, instead of doing like block parties, neighborhoods should do battery return parties.
Just a battery drop
And
off.
you know what? You know what neighborhoods should do?
What?
They should do a block party that then also is a battery and electronics recycling thing.
Yeah.
And they should have one of those companies come that shred important documents.
Interesting.
Because how many people,
Yeah, just
I mean, out there, like I'm one of those people where I'm like, I'll find things from like 15 years ago and I'm like, why did I keep this? And then I realize it has like, I don't know, some like an address on it or like,
Right.
or like some information on it that I was like scared to get out into the world somehow. Like,
right.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there
It's
should
just
be
like weird.
It should be like the equivalent of a farmer's market, but instead of the same vegetables stand after stand after stand, it should be a shredding stand, a battery stand, a knife sharpening stand.
Wait,
What
I'm so
else?
sorry. First of all, there is a knife sharpening stand at the farmer's market.
True.
A.
True.
But B, literally, why isn't that at the farmer's market?
I don't know. It seems like
why
that.
it's such a bad. That's exactly where electronics recycling station needs to be.
Should
at
be.
the fucking farmer's market.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to get anything by setting it up, except for a headache of having to lug electronics to the recycling plant. But
It's true.
maybe that's the problem.
It's true. Yeah. It's
Is
like
there, if there's any money to be made, someone would do it.
I think there is money to be made with recycling electronics because they contain precious elements. I almost said precious tritium. Spider-Man fans will know what that is. But that's a made-up element from Spider-Man.
I told you that Cricket thought that I was the same age as Zendaya, right?
I know. I love that. That's so cute.
Still my favorite, guys. Sorry, I'm just going to keep bringing it up.
Yeah, just keep bringing it up until Zendaya also has a kid that thinks you're the same age as her.
It's much better than when Birdie thought that I was Nick Kroll in drag on that billboard.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Wait, you didn't?
No.
Okay,
Birdie-
do you remember the Kroll show?
Yes, of course.
I say it with such disdain. I need to chill. What's wrong with me?
We love Nick Kroll.
Love. And I loved that fucking show. And I
Yes.
loved Publicity,
Yes.
which was like the show within the show
Yes.
on the Kroll show.
It was like a
And he-
reality show about publicists.
about publicists, Liz, named
Yeah.
Liz. They
Liz.
both were named Liz, him and Jenny
Yes.
Slate. And he played this publicist with like blonde hair. Like it was like a grotesque drag, I think we could call it. It was
Yeah,
not.
I mean, like intentionally, he was looking insane.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yes. And there was a giant billboard on Sunset. Birdie was a baby. And we were driving past it, and Birdie was like, "Look, Mama, you're on a billboard." I was like, "Is Cougar Town? Is Cougar Town?" I'm like, "Is not Cougar Town.
Babies don't know shit.
Is Nick Kroll." No, babies are so dumb. By the way, they were legit 1.5 years old. That's Birdie could talk. Birdie was preternaturally verbally gifted.
Yeah. Eli could talk before he could walk. He was 9 months old and he could talk.
Same.
And he didn't start walking
Birdie could-
until,
yeah.
until a couple months
Birdie
later.
A couple months. Birdie was like, "Absolutely not. I'm not walking." What are you talking about? You crazy? Birdie didn't walk until 14 months, I think.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
13?
Yeah.
They
Eli
kind
was
of just like, Birdie was just like, chill.
Yeah. Yeah. Eli was
up a
just
storm.
talking a lot, but not walking. And then that's a good time to like boss your parents around when you learn how to talk, but you can't walk yet. That's a great excuse for not going to get your own pacifier or whatever.
Well, I love reminiscing about our verbal children, our verbal babies that are now full blown adults ish. But a lot's happened this week. We've got the holidays. We have Hanukkah is happening.
Hanukkah
It's
is happening.
Hanukkah's happening. Thanksgiving happened.
Yes. Did you all do the first night of Hanukkah last night?
We went to Harry Styles last night.
Okay. All right.
I took Birdie to the final night of the Love on Tour at the new UBS Stadium in Long Island.
Wow.
And it was a last minute call by me.
Okay.
Like Saturday evening. I was just like on StubHub trolling. waiting for those prices to drop. Anyway, it was the best. We only needed to go to that show. We went to 3. We went to 3 of the Harry shows, of the Love on Tour shows. And
wow,
I would have been, if we had just gone to last night,
yeah,
that would have been like the best experience. It was a little bit like Goldilocks and Harry Styles.
Yeah.
For me and Birdie.
Yeah.
Because the first one, Birdie brought their friend and they were very stressed out. It was their first concert experience ever.
Right.
Although maybe we needed this moment to get to here. Okay, so wait, maybe. So maybe we needed it all. And and Jenny Lewis, I told you guys the story. Jenny Lewis hooked us up. Right.
Yeah.
So exciting. But Birdie was like had a lot of anxiety. Like it was just like a lot, you know?
Yeah.
It wasn't, if I'm being honest, super fun the first time.
Right. Like many things.
It was very stressful.
Aren't super fun the first time because you're so
many
stressed
things
out.
Yes. And many things that are supposed to be fun are not fun.
Right.
Which I wrote a whole Instagram post about
Yes,
today.
I saw your great Instagram post about it.
The second time, was that Halloween show, and it was like all of Birdie's friends had like gotten tickets to the pit, and like, I was able to wrangle a couple pit tickets for the Halloween show, and it's just like everybody's dressing up, and it was just me,
right,
as the only adult. You guys know this story.
Yes.
And I was immediately ditched by the 13-year-olds. And it was like fun. It was fine.
Yeah.
I did feel a little sad for myself. I'm not going to lie. I maybe cried. Did I cry? I think I cried.
Probably.
Did we talk? I don't know if I cried. I know I felt a little sorry for myself. I was definitely feeling a little sad for myself that night. Still a great show. The kid puts on a great show. The band is solid. Everyone's fun. Whatever. Whoa, last night just nailed it for me and the bird.
That's great.
We drove. I tried to book a car service, and every car service is like, we are fully committed with all of our fleet going to the Harry Styles guys. I'm like, okay, fine. And I love my driving, so we took my car and we drove out there, and it was like it was weird. Like they opened this new UBS stadium, which is one of these new super fancy stadium things,
Uh-huh.
And it was the opening night, and like it felt very suburban. Like it felt like a real concert experience. Like,
right.
It's hard to kind of explain, but like the other 2 shows that I took Birdie to were at Madison Square Right. We're in the middle of New York City. So it just feels like heightened. Like you're going to, I don't know, so much crazy shit happens in New York.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like when you have to when you drive to a suburb to go to a stadium, to park and walk in and see a show, like that's, to me, that's like the
thing.
Experiences as a kid,
yes.
Right? Like, do you remember going to like whatever, the sports arena to see Prince or whatever when you were?
Well, I was gonna say Birdie's really lucky. They have now been to see Harry Styles more than I ever went to a concert until I was 21 and moved to New York City. I only ever went to 2 concerts in my whole life.
What were they?
My dad took me to see some like outdoor festival, and I was really, really little, and I was probably not old enough, and I certainly didn't want to be there. I didn't care anything about it.
And this was like before the days when they like had those special headphones that babies, it was children, and like the children of musicians could wear.
Yes,
or whatever.
I just remember muddiness and discomfort. And then my mom got me tickets to see Bryan Adams and the Hooters open for them when I was in high school. And my husband was actually at the same concert, same night. We didn't know each other then, but in comparing notes after we met and started dating, realized we were at the same concert. But those are the only 2 concerts I ever saw before
It's a real sliding doors moment, Case.
It was, but that's all I ever saw before moving to New York City. Like, I definitely had friends that would like I had one friend that went to see Van Halen one time, and it was kind of like the talk of the town, you know, but it just wasn't, we didn't live close by.
The internet has changed everything. Ticketmaster changed everything.
Yes. Well, we had Ticketmaster back then, but
wait. Tell the kids don't the kids don't know
about
you had to go to
Strawberries,
it wasn't
Strawberries
like- no,
record
you didn't
store
have-
and wait in line.
Right.
But it was Ticketmaster,
Yes, and that's
but
how
it
you got
was
tickets to
but
concerts.
you had to like wait in line at the record store to
But
get
it was
tickets.
not
No, you couldn't just order it up on your
Right.
phone or whatever. Yes. Yeah, so weird. So but I mean, I never
or even when the internet existed.
Yes. Yeah, at first it wasn't like that at all. But I never really went to a professional sporting event until I was an adult. I never saw any I think I went to one real theater event in Boston. Like I went to see one play maybe throughout until I was and I think I was older. I was maybe 20 when I went to see my first real, everything else was high school plays or, college repertory theater. But I never, and I was in the local theater program, I did plays at the local playhouse, but I never saw legit professional anything.
Well, didn't you watch American Masters?
Oh my God, 100%. 100%.
I was thinking about, obviously, because Stephen Sondheim passed away.
Yes.
No, am I going to fucking cry? I might cry. I was literally listening to just my Stephen Sondheim greatest hits in my, whatever, when I read that Virgil Abloh had passed away at 41.
Yeah, designer.
And I just got so overwhelmed with grief for these 2 visionaries who were so fucking brilliant. And Sondheim was 91 or something, wasn't he? But literally felt like he would live forever.
Yeah, felt so
sort of.
timeless and yeah.
And Virgil Abloh literally changed the landscape of fashion
and
changed
art.
It.
Yes,
art,
yes.
And he was just such a huge influence, and he was so young.
41 years old, and I apparently had been living with cancer for some time privately. So I think that's, it kind of shocked people. I certainly didn't know that he was sick.
No, I don't think people knew that he was sick. But
yeah.
But it was crazy. Last night at the Harry Styles show, when we were walking in, the parking lot guys were talking, and they were did you see Virgil died? Did you see Virgil died? To the other, and I was that's the impact Virgil Abloh had.
What was so amazing about him is that he worked for Louis Vuitton. I mean, that's a big deal.
That's the highest LVMH or whatever is the highest.
But then also he worked for Kanye, which I think young people all know. Who's collaborating with Kanye. And so he did that really amazing thing that I always appreciate so much when artists are able to make their work accessible to everyone and approachable to everyone, where everyone can appreciate them and own them, use them, wear them if that's what they want to do. And so that's what he was doing. He also had like a collab with IKEA, right? Virgil Abloh. I think he did a line of furniture. I think he did a line of furniture with IKEA. Just a really sad loss for a lot of people. And he was just getting started.
I went to the exhibit at the Chicago Modern Museum, the MCC. No, that's the Mickey Mouse Club. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called in Chicago. What's it called in Chicago?
I don't know. I've never been to
What is it?
Chicago.
What? What are you talking about?
I've never
Should
been
we go?
to Chicago.
Do you want to go next weekend? Should we go?
Sure. Yeah.
I think we should. Anyway, I went to the Virgil Abloh art exhibit a couple years ago, several years ago, pre-pandems. It was really fucking cool.
Yeah.
Off-White was his brand, guys.
Yes.
But he was also a street artist.
Yeah. Just
A fucking artist, and just
yes. His passing really reminded me of a fashion designer that I love, Patrick Kelly, who designed iconic costumes for Prince, but he was also just like a high fashion designer. He died at age 35, but he was also like an American fashion designer that, I mean, to even get any notoriety by the time you're 35 means that you have to be just massively talented. And and he was a big deal in Paris and just really so innovative. And I loved his fashion so much. But then I was just thinking a lot about him in Virgil's passing and about how we just lost him way, way, way too soon. But if you
well, wait, look at what's right here that I gave to Brie. Kevin Aquan's books, Face Forward. And Making Faces.
That's the one that I love.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay. Who else? First of all, let me tell you something. They said it. They sold it in a pack of 2 at the Costco or Sam's Club. Price Club. It was called
something.
Depending on where you grew, regionally, it was like different. Like it was either like Sam's Club, Price Club, Costco.
We had BJ's.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, like you know what the price like what Costco is.
Yeah. BJ's is the same as
right.
Costco.
Okay. So I was like, I was just like regionally. I know they were called different things.
Yeah.
In my area, growing up between
Club.
Arizona and LA, when I moved to LA, it was Price Club. Then it was Sam's Club.
Right.
And then it was Costco.
Right.
Anyway.
Costco's the best one. Kirkland Forever.
Kirkland Forever. But Kirkland, I think, was in all of them. I'm not even kidding.
Really? I thought Kirkland was just a Costco brand, but anyway, it's the best brand.
But isn't Sam's Club and Price Club the same as Costco?
No, Sam's Club is related to Walmart. That's Sam.
All right,
Walton.
Sam's Club.
Yeah.
Wait, what was Price Club?
Price Club? I don't know. We didn't have Price Club.
It was just in Arizona.
Yeah. And Costco is related to Mr.
Warehouse.
Costco.
Wait. Listen. Price. I just Wikipedia'd it.
Okay.
Wikipedia. Price Club was a warehouse store chain founded by Saul Price in San Diego. Okay. So he started Price Club.
Okay.
That became Costco.
Oh.
Price Club became Costco. That's my confusion.
There you go. Thank you, Saul. Costco is great. I love Costco.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So Costco's. So when I was growing up, we would go to Price Club.
Yeah.
So the Kevin Aquan books were like in a pack of 2 at Price Club. Every present I got for Christmas, everything great in my life came from Price Club growing up. I'm not even kidding you.
That's so funny.
Price Club was like going to fucking Disneyland.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we would go on Saturdays when they had all the free samples.
Yes.
And that was like lunch. And then if you were still hungry, you got a hot dog outside.
Yes, the hot dog is so good. Do you know my son Eli was a sample guy at Costco?
Of course he was.
It was like him and everyone else was like a lady over 80 years old, and
He sold the most, I bet.
I don't know if he sold the most, but he said that it was starting to get to him emotionally because every morning meeting they had like a little huddle every morning to go over the day's events. And he said it got to be where every morning meeting was having a moment of silence for one of their colleagues who had passed.
Of natural causes.
Of natural causes of old
Not
age.
like oh boy.
And he was like, I go to work every day and one of my colleagues has passed away.
I mean, that's not normal for a 16-year-old.
No. I don't know what it is with my family and working with the elderly. He wasn't working with the elderly. He was working alongside the elderly.
Stop it. I don't know why that just made me laugh so hard.
Oh my God. Higher dose.
Ugh, I love Higher Dose. Oh my God, I love Higher Dose. No, I love it, Casey. I love it so much. When the package arrived, guys, when that package arrived, and I was like, are you kidding me? I have my own infrared sauna blanket.
Yes.
I just said that word really weird, but it's a blanket, guys. It's an infrared sauna blanket. Oh, wow. Have you wrapped yourself up in it?
It's a whole thing that you wrap yourself up in like a burrito.
So you lay down inside the blanket, you turn up the heat, and you sweat. You sweat it out. And you know me and sweating. I got to sweat every day.
Yes.
And you know also me and the knee and not being able to work out as much.
Yes.
This is like working out without having to work out. You burn like 600 calories, but it's not about calories. It's like about infrared therapy for glowing skin, deeper sleep, balancing your mood.
Yes. I also have the crystal heating mat that I just like to lay on while I'm, just watching a Lifetime movie under my own blanket.
20 pounds of healing crystals. Casey.
Yes. Amethyst, tourmaline, but also that infrared heat and PEMF, which recharges your cells, they say, to help you feel relaxed and grounded and rejuvenated. All I know is it feels so good when I've messed up my back, which I do pretty frequently.
And have you gotten the red light face mask?
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Listen, here's the deal with the red light face mask, guys. This is the secret actors have had for many, many years. Because it literally you can do it every day, and it just keeps your skin looking so beautiful. And now you can get your own sauna blanket or your mat or a red light mask today at higherdose.com. And you can use promo code BEST at checkout and save 15%. That's higherdose.com. Promo code BEST. Or just go to higherdose.com/busy and you'll save 15%. Hey, Case.
What, busy?
How your nails doing?
Oh my gosh. My nails are actually in the best shape that they've been in a long time because I have stopped using gel nail polish that I have to pry off when I want to change my manicure. And that's because I've been using Olive & June. How are your nails?
The Olive & June Mani system is a real nail saver.
Yes.
It's also a budget saver.
Yes.
It's also just the best. I mean, they reinvented the Mani. They reinvented the Mani, period.
Yeah. It's the answer to salon perfect nails at home. You can do everything yourself, even if your history is not great with giving yourself manicures.
Well, here's the thing. They have resources. They have little tutorials.
Yes.
On their Instagram, on IGTV. And they have everything comes in the Mani system. This, again, guys, leading up to the holidays, happy Hanukkah, but these are great gifts for people. The Olive & June Mani system, you can't go wrong. It is Such a great gift. I'm using it because I love that polish. I have to keep these long, like, fake nails on for work.
Right.
But I'm using the cute Olive and June nail polish colors on the weekends just because I'm like, I like painting my nails. It actually, I have to tell you something. With the Olive and June mani system with that poppy, the thing that they invented to make painting your nails easy, because it's like this little thing that goes on top of the nail polish
cap
handle. Yeah, cap. And it makes it easy for your non-dominant hand to paint the other hand. It like steadies it.
Yes.
And I find it so soothing. And so I'll just like paint my nails, and their colors are so cute.
So many good
cutest
colors. And they drop new colors for every occasion all the time. I'm as excited about Olive and June's color drops as I am any pop star releasing an album.
So you can get 20% off your first mani system with our code BEST. Your new nail life is here, or your friend's new nail life, or your mom's new nail life, or your dad's new nail life. Get 20% off your first mani system when you use promo code BEST, BEST, at oliveandjune.com. That's olive, like you eat an olive, and June, like I was born in June.
The month of.
oliveandjune.com, promo code BEST. Go get some beautiful nails. How was Thanksgiving?
It was so good. Your childhood best friend, Emily Beebe, was our guest.
Guest of honor, vegan Emily Beebe.
Vegan Emily Beebe. She's also my friend now. I don't mean to say it like she's not my friend, because she is my friend, and she's
Let's be real. You've seen Emily Beebe more than you've seen me in the last...
like 100 times more than I've seen you in the past year. I mean, I see you a lot because we're like on Zoom all the time, but in person, I've seen Emily Beebe so much. But I was going to call you for advice, but I figured you were too busy because you had a lot going on. But I made...
On the float.
On the float. But we made... Eli and I did most of the cooking.
I was too busy on the float.
You were too busy on the float. Yeah. Eli and I did most of the cooking, and it was pretty easy to like split off a vegan version of things before you added things that made it non-vegan. So that's
100%. I actually agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, it's so many things are like, and then you add the butter, and then you add the whatever, and you can just not do it, and it's fine.
Right. But the thing that I almost called you about is that I had like I was struggling with like space and like where to put everything, whatever, and how we were going to reheat everything when it came time to heat it up for dinner. And I had like a silicone like mini loaf pan, like a banana bread pan that made like you can put like 6 mini banana breads in. And I was like, is it smart or borderline insulting to put all of the vegan dishes individually in the little loaves?
I think Emily would have loved it.
That's what
I swear to God.
That's what I wound up doing. And then it was like a little, like it was like a little miniature Las Vegas buffet just for Emily. She was like, can I eat out of this? And I was like,
God.
no, we're going to put it on a plate.
I'm telling you, this is legitimately that I would have told. That's like Emily's vibe. That is Emily's
I just
vibe.
didn't want to accidentally contaminate anything with butter or milk or whatever. So anyway, so Emily Beebe had like a mini loaf pan of all vegan items. We had a vegan roast for her. She was a really good sport when the vegan marshmallows and sweet potatoes went awry and the marshmallows got a little bit all over the place. But she was a good sport.
Isn't that what they're supposed to do?
I guess, but it got onto like the other things, whatever. It was fine. That wasn't the real disaster. The real disaster was we had a lovely dinner. Emily is the best guest. She's so entertaining, of course. But then at one point the fire alarm started going off somewhere in the house. And I was like,
Wow.
What is that? Like, I would expect it to go off in the kitchen. Like we forgot something. So anyway, it was going off in my room where the lights were off, but I guess I had left a candle burning in there. And so it burned down to the bottom and it was making smoke. Because Eli's tall, he just got up on a chair because we have really high ceilings and he like turned off the fire alarm. And I was like, okay, it's cool. It's all blown out. We like opened the windows and I went back to the table and I was like, it's no big deal. A candle burned down. But then it went off again. So we just figured like residual smoke. So he went and like pressed it again just real quick, but we didn't like investigate. But I guess after I blew out the candle, the hot candle jar broke apart and pieces of hot glass fell on my rug. Remember that long conversation we had about how expensive rugs are and how
Yes.
you can hardly afford a rug?
I hate it. I hate
Some
this.
glass
I hate what
fell.
I'm about to hear.
Some glass fell on my rug and like it wasn't an expensive rug. It was cheap. So obviously the glass melted to the rug and like fused with it. So anyway, here's what I'll say. The house didn't burn down. It was a little embarrassing to have almost burned the house down. It was also a little embarrassing to have the type of rug that could be melted by hot glass
I
instead
don't
of
think that's embarrassing. I'm not actually that I'm not holding for you. I
little
won't
bit.
hold that's embarrassing. Do you know what I mean?
a little bit, but
No, Casey, no.
I don't love that rug anyways.
Why do we have a lag now?
I don't know.
I hate it.
People are using the internet in your house, maybe.
In my house or in this building that I'm
Oh,
in?
that's true. Well, do you all share the? I
Oh,
guess
I don't know. I literally don't know how apartments work. I didn't know, Casey, I didn't know that, like, so we moved into this, like, you know, we were in a townhouse before,
Yeah.
right? Because I'm like, I know a house. I understand a house. Even if
Yeah.
it's attached on two sides to other houses, I get a house and how that works. And even though I'd been a homeowner for so long, I understood renting a house.
Yeah.
Renting an apartment is a fucking vibe. First of all, I didn't know in New York that like you're supposed to immediately before go tip the super.
You got to.
No one told me.
You have to tip every fucking person in that building.
I didn't fucking know that.
Yeah.
So I'm like the asshole who's like, oh my God, thank you so much. But not giving him fucking money. And then like Ray was like, that guy does not like us. Da, 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 da. And then I said something to someone at work and they're like, well, how much did you tip him when you guys like moved in and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what? And they're like, whoa, you didn't fucking tip the super? And I was like, well, who gives you the guide to apartment living in New York?
Right.
But so anyway, so I don't know how internet works here. I don't know what if maybe I'm sharing with the people upstairs. I did get a new phone because I smashed my phone. Ugh.
Did it fall off the float?
No, Casey, it's not. But three things happened on that float
Okay.
that we need to talk. 4 things happened on that float that we need to talk about.
A lot
Actually,
happened.
the podcast starts now. Okay. Let's go through the float. I need to get down with the float. Okay. So first of all, everybody's like, you're gonna freeze. And I'm like, have you met me? I am never not sweating.
Right.
I'm like, it is snowing and I have sweaty pits. So Carla sent me that like insanely amazing mono suit thing that was like looked like a snowsuit, and I wore a full body Spanx underneath it, like as a secondary layer.
Okay.
So I didn't want to go full long underwear because that would be too bulky.
Yeah.
You know, but like I wanted to just like have another layer between me and the wind.
Say something. Last week we talked so much about the danger of you pooping on the float. Thank God you didn't poop that. It would have come out your neck.
Here's what I'm going to say. First of all, it would have shot out the tiny little hole at the bottom of the mix. First of all, I was laughing so hard in the morning about that conversation. And that I like set my alarm and woke up early to drink coffee so that I would make sure to poop before I left.
Oh my God.
I swear to God.
Thank God.
And then I like kept my liquids to a minimum.
Sure.
Because I was like, I don't know how long I'm up there for.
Right.
Could have just looked at the schedule.
Right.
Parade only lasts so long. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I like was very nervous about peeing. But so I lost my pass. They had given us Casey's nodding like this all tracks.
It makes sense.
Yes, obviously you lost your pass. So as I'm like getting my hair and makeup done and getting ready to go, I'm so nervous and super, super early in the morning, and I had to go all the way uptown so we could be on the Today Show with Al Roker.
Sure.
In the
best.
morning before the parade starts. And sweet poor Stephanie from Peacock was like, sends this group text. It's like, ladies, please don't forget your passes that you got the other night at the rehearsal. And I was like, my pass is gone, Stephanie. My pass is like, I don't know where that pass went. I've been 77 places between that rehearsal the other night and this morning at 5 a.m. Plus,
just to digress for a second, if you're listening and you aspire to be a Stephanie from Peacock type, just remember that you have to treat these events like a high school band trip. Like, take the passes before everyone goes at rehearsal.
I'll meet you at the checkpoint.
Yeah.
And I will hand your pass back to you.
Yep. That's what you got to do.
Guess what? That's what you got to do. It's what you got to do. So NBC had this like church up on the Upper West Side that was like the holding for the TV and the talent and stuff.
I saw Renee eating an omelet in your stories or her stories.
Renee was like obsessed with the omelet. She was like, this is a great omelet. Renee is one of my favorite people of all time. I was like, you got an omelet? She's like, there's an omelet bar. I was like, oh my God. Okay. Like, so anyway, I was like running late because I was tearing apart my house trying to find this fucking pass. It was gone. Got in the car. My driver was so nice. I loved him. We rode uptown. Stephanie met me. She's like, I don't think anyone's going to ask you for your pass because you look like you look. But, and I was like, I don't know if that's okay. I get it though. So we go into the church. We're holding. I start packing. I was like, okay, so can we have bags on the float? She's like, yeah, there's like a place where you can put your purses and everything. And I was like, okay. I start like loading snacks into my purse, like as if I'm going on an expedition. I'm like, who needs a granola bar? Does anyone need a granola bar? I'm going to take just like this like 5 paper towels with me just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case. I was like, how many water bottles does everybody have? I was like, okay, I'm going to get this like little mini thing of Cheerios. Paula, would you like me to bring a yogurt as well? Like I was being so insane about the food. I like was panicked that we were going to be hungry on the float and not have any food, like access to food, which is so weird. It's literally like an hour.
You were on a Peacock. You could have.
But also like I have not eaten in the day for an hour, Casey.
Right.
I've taken a break from snacking for one hour.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the sheer panic that I had about like, what if I'm on that float and I'm starving and I need a granola bar? Like, I just need to be able to have it. Okay. So like loading up my bag with all of these essentials. Renee's like, do you have one of those like toothpick things, floss things? And I was like, I can't believe I forgot them. I forgot
she had
them.
like spinach in her omelet probably.
From her omelet.
In
Yeah,
her great omelet.
Okay, so anyway, we go up and we like do our interview with Al Roker, and it's just like wild. Like it was all just so very surreal. Also, I do want to say this. I did, because I'm me, I had tried to get my booster Tuesday.
Right.
The line was insane.
Yeah.
Even if you had an appointment.
Yeah.
And it was freezing cold. And I was like, absolutely not. So I ditched out and I went and met our friend Sarah for a drink.
Okay.
So then I decided, full well knowing that I'm on this parade float, the Macy's things that's iconic Peacock. I don't know if the Peacock's iconic, but I was on the float. In the parade was iconic.
Yes.
I'm on this, and this is like a once in a lifetime, like bucket list, whatever. And just Wednesday at 11 a.m., the day before, I'm like, booster time.
Yeah.
This is when I'm going to get this shot in my arm.
Sure.
Obviously busy. You're going to do that. That's the move you make.
Yeah, because we talked about it. You were, because I was saying I was worried, and you were like, "No, the adrenaline. I think the adrenaline might get me through." But what happened? What happened?
Casey, don't. I mean, on.
You didn't look like you had a booster shot on television.
I double dosed like you do with a baby with a fever.
Yeah.
So I did ibuprofen and then acetaminophen.
There you go.
So I was double dosed up. I do have to say, I don't know. When you got your booster, did you feel kind of crazy?
The booster affected me least of all, and I got a number of injections. I was really sick the first 2 times, and then when I got my booster, I got a number of injections at once, a number of vaccines at once for various things, and I felt fine after, and I was so shocked. But Lincoln just got his booster, and he was sick as a dog for like 3 days.
Okay, I wasn't sick as a dog. What I felt like was insane.
Okay.
Like crazy. But again,
is that a side effect?
No, we can't pinpoint this to the booster is what I'm saying to you. It very well could have been being in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade was making me feel
the
insane.
high of that.
It was also, have you seen those floats and shit up close?
Yes.
They're gigantic.
Yes.
And you're little.
Yes.
Compared.
Yes.
And riding along and the buildings and whatever. Okay. So my left arm was in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
But the ibuprofen and acetaminophen did its job. I drank a lot of coffee. I was like amped. I was ready to go. Sarah Bareilles brought some hot toddies in a thermos.
Can't go wrong with that.
I mean, you know what? She is a real thinker.
She's a thinker. Yeah.
I'm like balling up toilet paper
Just
in
in
my
case.
bag
Yeah.
and Cheerios. And she's like, oh, I have the one thing that actually everybody probably would really enjoy. You know what I mean? That's not what she said, but that's what I'm saying because it's true. Anyway, but that's the thing, man. She is like an effortless joy. And I just try so fucking hard and I'm like and I don't have the like floss pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I have everything else. I don't have the floss pick. Anyway.
She has vision, Sarah Bareilles. We know this about her.
She definitely has vision.
She has like what do you call that? Like farsightedness. You know? She's thinking
farsighted, you can see things near. She's nearsighted.
She's I don't know. Whatever, like she has foresight. She's like at the end of the day,
we're just gonna want a little hot toddy.
This is what people will have wanted. And she was correct. Yeah. That's great.
Okay. So then here's the conflict. Okay, so then we get ready. We go back to the church after the whatever. The parade's going to start. We come out and the guy's like, we have to golf cart you to your float because it's so far back, or whatever. It's however far back it is. But the golf cart only fits 3 people. It was like very straight. It was like, oh, okay.
Convoluted, yeah.
It was convoluted. So Paula and Renee went ahead with one of the people from Peacock. And then Sarah and I stayed. But like that meant we got to we were like at the start of the parade when the start of the parade happened.
Oh, fun.
And it was actually fucking amazing and so exciting and like thrilling to see all the glitter confetti and Al cut that ribbon and whatever. It was just like exciting. And so then we like zoom back and it's like blocks and blocks and blocks of floats and like the bands are lined up on the Central Park side and they like file in front of the floats. Like it's so, I mean, obviously they've been doing it for 50 fucking years, but it is like so incredibly fastidiously like timed out and set up and all this stuff. The balloons come in from the like avenue side.
Yeah, from Central Park where they've been filled up overnight.
No. They are filled up in Central Park and then they like go to different avenues, like based on where they enter the parade.
Yeah, then they come in. Yes.
Right. So like they're like at 87th or whatever, like 89th. And they like join in to the parade. So the only thing that's like on Central Park West are the floats, really.
Yeah.
And the people that are like attached to the floats, like the little walkers
handlers
around the
yeah.
floats.
Yeah.
Right. And then all the other people fill in either the balloons from the Avenue side or from Central Park itself, like all the kids in the marching bands and the baton twirlers and all that shit.
Right.
They're like all lined up. So as you start going, before you even like get into the parade, you're passing all the other people who are in the parade who are waiting to like go in to the parade, like onto the route. And so like we were just started like waving to the kids and waving to like whatever. And okay. So we passed this like group of kids and they're like, oh my God, hi. I was like, where are you guys from? And they're like, Ohio. And I was like, awesome. I was like, don't ban abortion after, like whatever. Like, it's like a crazy person, right?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Peacock would, the parade hadn't started. But
you were on your own time.
I was on my own. And it was like really just to make Paula chuckle, you know? And like they didn't even really hear me, the band kids. It was more just like, I was like, bye. Okay. Anyway. And then Paula was like, said something about like, it was not about those kids, but it was just like making political statements like on a float or whatever.
Yeah.
And she said something about throwing a white power sign. Oh my God, Casey. And so then like I was like, right. No. Look at my face. You're like, I know. So then later on in the parade, and I was like, well, I don't. She like said it to me
as a
she
joke.
Said it. Well, no, not about her throwing. Like
right,
about
just about
someone else.
Yeah, about someone doing it.
Like how it whatever. Okay, so then like you're on this float. Oh no, you're on this float, and you're like weirdly very close to the spectators.
Right.
It's not far.
Right. Yeah. It's just,
have you ever gone to the parade?
No, I used to work on Broad.
Oh, right.
No, yeah. So the parade would go right by our windows. We worked on Thanksgiving, and I would have to cross the parade to get into work. So you'd have.
It was also super fun.
Yeah,
I have to say that was like one of the most fun things. Is like on the route, all the apartment buildings and all the office buildings.
Yes, where people are
filled
up there.
with people.
Yeah,
and Mark's longtime writing partner, Abby, and directing partner, Abby, and her husband and his family have the house he grew up in, the apartment he grew up in is on the parade route.
Oh, cool.
And so they were all there for Thanksgiving and they were like
nice.
hanging out the window. And I was like, knew that they were there. And so saw them and was like very excited. But so at one point on the route, I was like, try to talk to people because it was just like really weird. Like I just felt like the whole thing was so strange. So I was like, you look cold. Are you okay? You know, and I said, okay. And I made an okay symbol. And then I was like, is that the white power symbol?
Yeah. And then
or it's like upside down.
Someone probably snapped your picture and they're going to be like,
no. So I was like looking at a little kid and I was like, are you okay? Like, okay, you guys, this is hard for a podcast. So I'm like, hi. And I was like, sort of like signing the stuff that, you know, like how you do.
Yeah. Like you're
like, I'm like, you look cold. Or are you okay? And I made the okay symbol, like, and then all of a sudden Paula in my head was like, someone making the white power. And I was like, did I just do it? Did I just fucking do it? And then when I tell you I had a full-blown panic attack about it, I had all the blood drained from my face. I went over to Paula and I was like, why did they co-opt like one of the most used symbols of all time as their horrible symbol of hate?
For plausible deniability. So they can be like, I was just doing the okay sign.
Okay, well, I was just doing the okay sign.
I know.
But I just like, this was my nightmare. This was my true nightmare. Like,
and then
I
you
was
had
like,
a panic attack just thinking that you're going to be like splashed across.
Yes. I had a panic attack that somehow, now, first of all, we all know that because of my, being so vocal, and in the reproductive justice space, that the people on that side of the world,
Yeah.
fucking hate me.
Are just
Like there's no
waiting,
version.
watching.
But I was going to say there's no. I was going to say there's no version where I get claimed by the bad guys.
Oh,
Do you
right.
know what
They're
I
like,
mean?
we don't want her. Yeah.
They don't fucking want me. I'm like, they hate me. I'm like,
They'll just
want me
use
dead.
you when they'll use you for an example, as when like Stephen Miller does like the white power symbol, we assume for real. Then and people are like, oh no, he's doing the white power symbol. Somebody will be like, I guess Busy Phillips is doing the white power symbol.
Right.
As
They're
well.
like, look at the liberal
Yeah.
slut Busy Phillips. What do they call me? I don't even know what they call me. They call me something.
A
Crazy
lot of-
person.
Call you a lot of things.
They call me a lot of things. But anyway, I like all the color dream. I like truly almost passed out because
Yeah.
I was like, someone took that picture and it's going to be like on fucking Reddit. And
Right.
this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. Which also, by the way, if Paula hadn't made that joke, I would have
You wouldn't have
probably
thought-
still. No, I probably would have still done the same thing because I actually do that to my kids. Like I'm like, like I don't.
But you probably wouldn't have had a panic attack about it. You probably wouldn't have.
Oh no.
But she had planted the seed. Here's what I'm going to get you mittens though for Christmas. So just keep them on.
Rude. That's rude. Guys, it's a stressful time of year. Everybody is stressed out because it's the holidays. I'm telling you, last week, people were like freaking out on the street on the day before Thanksgiving. People were just like on one. They were really on one. And you know what I thought? You need to go home, lay down, listen to some sexy stories and relax. You gotta get some Dipsy in your life. You gotta listen to some erotic fiction just for you. Listen to some sexy audio stories. Get turned on. Bring those stories to life anytime, anywhere. Maybe people on the subway should be listening to Dipsy and then they won't be so aggro. People in their car listening to Dipsy. Or maybe you want to be alone so you can close your eyes and let yourself get lost in a fantasy world. And you can explore your fantasies in a safe, shame-free way. It should always be shame-free, guys.
I mean,
We're not-
that's
there's
what
no
we
shame
need right
here.
now, right?
Yeah, we need no shame
We need no
about this.
shame.
Listen, from Tie Me Up to Tuck Me In, Dipsy Stories is here to close the loop on your bedtime routine or just help you create a whole new one. And then maybe take the edge off of these trying times that we're walking into, that we've been walking through, that the holidays exacerbate.
And they release new content every week, so there's always more to explore. So don't worry about using it all up. There's plenty more where that came from.
Also, they also have just like wellness sessions too. So then you can just say like, oh, yeah. I just listen to the wellness sessions. So for listeners of the show, Dipsy is offering an extended 30-day free trial when you go to dipsystories.com/best. That's 30 days of full access for free when you go to DIPSEA stories.com/best. Dipsystories.com/best. Oh my God, do you know what I just thought?
Wow.
I've been trying to think, you know me, you know my love language.
Yes.
Gifts.
Yes.
Gifts. This is where she shines. This is my moment. And I literally just thought like, Paula Pella's vegan and she's also had a lot of inflammation and like, and I was like, oh my God, I am going to get her a gift certificate to Sakara.
Genius.
Yeah. Guys, you've heard us talk about Sakara, but that's going to be one of my gifts for Paula this year. I think that's a great gift.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
going to do it. Yes.
Sakara as a gift.
Guys, you've heard us talk about Sakara before. Sakara gives you the ability to not just eat healthy, but really enjoy it because it's chef-crafted, plant-rich meals that build a foundation for radiant health. I also have been having a lot of inflammation, and I am going to redo a Sakara. I think I told you about this before, but I'm going to order it to start, I think, next week to just get some inflammation down.
I think it's really smart. I mean, we just had the annual feasting holiday, if you partook in that, and maybe you were just like, oh, let me just eat these things that I know taste very good to me. It's only once a year. I know I'm gonna pay the consequences with how I feel later, but now's the time to like get back on track a little bit.
Yeah, they have organic, ready-to-eat meals. They're made with powerful plant-based ingredients. Along with delicious plant-rich meals, Sakara also offers daily wellness essentials like supplements and herbal teas that support your nutrition. I love the raspberry tea. It's my favorite. You can experience the transformative power of plants with their best-selling metabolism super powder made with organic raw cacao. I love saying cacao. 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 It boosts energy, eliminates bloating, minimizes sugar cravings, reduces fatigue.
I need all that.
And I want it all too. And right now, Sakara is offering our listeners 20% off their first order when they go to sakara.com/busy or enter code busy at checkout. That's Sakara, SAKARA.com/busy and get 20% off your first order. Sakara.com/busy. Anyway, so that happened, which was insane and like so stupid. And Paula was like, literally like looked at, she was like, you're fine. What are you talking? That's okay. But I think you're fine. I'm like, what? And she's busy. You need to calm down. I'm like, okay. I'm on a giant peacock float. So I did calm down a bit. They kept trying to talk to people. It was weird. At one point, some lady was like screaming something at me. I'm like, I don't even understand what she's saying. Paula's like, I think she's saying she's your twin. I was like, is she what? Does she think that she's my twin? Like at one point, a man was screaming at me so intensely. I thought for sure he was going to kill me.
Sure.
But then it was just like he was a fan.
Okay. Well,
But I couldn't understand what he was
not
screaming,
mutually
and I just saw that.
exclusive.
Wow. Well, that's true too. But it felt angry, and then it turned out it was not angry.
It was love.
Like friendly. It was friendly.
It was aggressive love.
And the whole time, the performance is at the very end of the parade. The very end of the parade is the performance. And the whole time I was like, not too cold. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was really like my hair, there wasn't too much wind. It was just like nice.
Good stuff.
And the float did run over a golf cart. Yes.
I saw that. I saw you had to
that
make a
did
little
happen.
float repair, right?
It just was like, why is this not being filmed for our actual television show? Like it was a plot to the show.
Yeah, that would have been.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Of
Yeah.
course you do.
It's
But like, it was insane. The float accidentally kind of ran over part of a golf cart that was a part of the parade people.
Yeah.
And then it ripped off half of the peacock
sign.
signage.
Yeah.
That it was the side that faced the TV cameras when we were going to go do our performance.
Of course.
So obviously they had to like pause it. They had to rip it off, get the peacock sign from the other side, go around, put it on. And we held up the parade many minutes. I mean, I'm not taking responsibility. I didn't do that.
Yeah, you didn't.
You know what I mean?
Didn't do it. But and also not nearly the worst parade related accident in history. So at least no one was hurt. Only a sign was hurt.
No, I did when the float started up again. I was not prepared for it, and I did fall backwards. And then I did, when the float like pulled into where we were being filmed. I did almost fall into Sarah, but then I caught myself. But I pretty much fell into Sarah.
All right, but you didn't fall off.
Didn't fall off. Did not fall off. Although, I will say, I do feel like it was close.
Yeah. I mean, but you didn't. And then you did the performance. Did you pee your snowsuit a little bit? Your onesie a little bit?
Only when I just jumped.
Yeah.
It was just like a tiny bit of pee.
Just a tiny bit. Which
like how you pee a little bit when you jump.
yeah. Remember Caitlin?
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying a person.
A person does. Remember when we had Caitlin Ohashi on Busy Tonight, the amazing gymnast, star, viral gymnastics star, and she told us a couple of surprising things about being a gymnast, and she said that people pee themselves a lot more than you would think.
Also, like a young gymnast who's never had children.
Yeah, fit as can be, and even they pee themselves sometimes because of just
That's right.
Velocity. So there's no
Velocity.
shame. There's no shame in that. You didn't poop your suit. Congrats to you. Congrats to Al Roker for not pooping himself. I assume because he has a history of pooping himself at inopportune times. Yeah, remember when his book came out and he wrote in his book that he sharted in the White House, and then he was mad that everyone wanted to talk about it.
No, but
And he
I
was
do
like-
get that. I get it now.
Yeah. Right? That people are going to pick out the one thing and keep asking about it. And if you say you started at the White House, that is what they want to talk about.
Well, I mean, that is really kind of amazing.
So I'm assuming he didn't shart at the parade. You didn't shart at the parade.
Didn't seem like it since I
Yeah.
did not. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
So a success,
Everything worked out.
Success all around, it sounds like. And then you had a nice dinner after?
It was okay.
It was okay. It was fine.
You
You were probably pretty tired to even notice anything.
Well, then the vaccine booster hit.
Yeah.
Really hit in earnest. I made it like it was crazy. Like I was home. I was off that float in my car, back in this apartment before the end of the parade.
yeah.
Like I
it clears
watched
out
the
fast.
end of the parade.
Yeah.
And from my TV. And then I watched some of the National Dog Show, which is like so soothing to me. And like Purina, I had worked with Purina, like they, gave
Yeah.
me money to talk about the dog show on outlets or whatever. We talked about that last
Yeah.
week. And but I really do love the dog show. I was watching it and I was just like getting so like I ate a bit like as soon as I got home, I had like a bagel and cream cheese and lox, and then I was just like zoning out on the dogs running in that little circle on that blue carpet. I was just like fading. And at some point, I can't remember when, Mark was like 6 hours has passed. And I was like, wait, what? Like, I was like, what's happening? You know what I mean? Like, it was
Yeah.
like all of a sudden it was like 5 p.m.
Well,
Like,
that's unusual for you to just power down like that for a long time.
Yeah, it was weird. But and then the kids' beloved longtime nanny, Ileana, came to dinner with us, and we went out
great.
to dinner.
Oh, good.
But one of my kids was not being kind to me. And it was really hard, and it felt not great.
Yeah.
And it'll just give away which kid it was when I tell you that like it was PMS, but
Yeah.
which is like so fucking wild that it's like, why am I whispering they don't listen to the podcast, and they like would never even, they're not listening at the door. But it's like so fucking wild that it's so biological.
Yeah.
That when they're PMSing, they literally look at me and they're like, fuck you. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
but their dad's fine. Like they don't care about their dad. You know what I mean? Like he's fine. Like
Yeah.
he's like fine.
Yeah.
But like they see me, their mother.
Mom. Yeah.
They see mom and they're like, I hate you. You did this to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's really
What is that?
It's really interesting. I think that I don't know if it's just PMS or if it's PMS like coupled with the relationship that you have with that person. But I know I have certainly been guilty of not being my best self in my worst PMS moments.
To your mother?
No, I was good to my mother.
Oh. I was a real fucking dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's hard,
Listen, Birdie comes by it honestly, is what I'll say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it didn't make like the most pleasant time for me and I also was just like, I don't know. I was just missing people.
Yeah, I know. It's really hard this time of year. I mean, I was just thinking about, I just had that really honest talk with my mom because she was like, not going to come for Thanksgiving. And I was like, yeah, of course, I totally understand. And I was sad that she was going to be by herself, but she wound up like going last minute to a friend's place. And so I was really happy. And so we never even got to Zoom on Thanksgiving because we were just like ships passing in the night. But then I finally got up the guts to be like, are you coming for Christmas? And I mean, she's older, so it's harder for her to travel, but also there's 4 of us, so it's much, much, much more expensive for 4 of us to travel that way. And we're harder to house and et cetera, et cetera. And she really was just like, I'm not feeling up to it. I'm not feeling like I can make the trip. And so, like we can just do a Zoom or whatever. But then I was like, it's been 2 fucking years since I've seen my mom. Like, that's insane. So I think we're
too much.
It's too much. So
Where is she?
she's on Cape Cod.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's far, but we're going to just try to go after Christmas. Because also I was like, could I go like before Christmas? Could I just pop over? And it's like literally $1,000 to fly there. And I'm like, ugh. I can't, like, I just can't right now. So, but 2 years, it's too much.
It's weird.
It's too much. And it's too.
I saw my agent today, Lori.
Lori?
Bartlett,
Oh, that's
yeah.
so great. I've been seeing her in the background of pictures of people all the time. I think it's so funny.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just been
No, she's
like,
the best.
she's like in the background with Regina King somewhere.
Regina,
She's
yeah,
in
Regina.
yeah. But I'm always
Regina
like,
and
Lori.
Regina and I are like long-term mainstays.
Yeah,
like
for
we're
her.
like we're like her 2 clients that she's like V close. And Lucy Lou, who
Yeah.
I met today with
Lori.
But when I hugged Lori, I started crying.
Of course. Of course.
Like really. Oh no. I'm gonna cry again. I hadn't seen. Okay, you guys. I know you're like, your agent? Lori Bartlett has been my agent since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. She's also a really special and remarkable person.
She's a really special and remarkable person, and I love her so much. And I feel so lucky and grateful to have been able to work with her for as long as we've worked together, and we continue to work together. It's not like it's ending or anything. I just mean I hadn't seen her in literally years because of the pandemic, and it was just so fucking wild. It like I was not expecting to like cry. I wasn't expecting to like sob in her arms.
Yeah.
She's represented me. I've literally only had 2 agents in my life.
Right.
I had like the people that were my like agents when I first on Freaks and Geeks.
Yeah.
And then
Lori.
That was it. Like,
Yeah.
and Lori, I started working with Lori when I was 21 or 22. I can't remember.
Yeah. If you're interested in showbiz,
Most of my career.
Yeah, if you're interested in show business at all, you should look up Lori Bartlett and her career because she's really something
And
special.
she did not date Barack Obama.
Remember
Which
when
is
she
a- which
told
was a-
us this story? Lori went to Occidental College, which is in Eagle Rock, which is why my younger son Lincoln chose to go to Eagle Rock High School because Barack Obama had been a tutor there when he was a student at Occidental. And so in his book, he wrote about his time at Occidental College, and he wrote about this woman that he dated. And but he didn't specify. But then some magazine just like looked at
decided
just
that it was Lori.
decided, yeah, took a stab at it, I guess. And, you know, she said that I believe that she and another woman, she said, were some of the only two Black women at the college at that time. So they just took a stab at it and speculated that Lori had dated Barack Obama in college. But
Lori is like rad,
yes,
and hot,
yes.
But she was like, I did not date Barack. What did she say?
But do you remember what she said about when the magazine came out? How she just came home and found her husband like looking at the magazine, and then he just looked up and he was like, "Did you fuck the president?"
Oh, Mike, I love it. I love it.
She was like,
"That's like the greatest
what?"
thing.
And he was like, "This magazine says."
No, but she did have when she was an assistant. Well, I don't know. I'm not telling her stories out of turn, but she did have a date with someone super famous when she was an assistant back in the
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's like the best story. It's so wild. And
now I
like,
have to try to get her to go to dinner with me so I can get this story out of her.
Oh, it's the best. It is the best story. He was into her.
Really?
He wasn't the president, but he's a big deal. An icon, a legend.
Wow,
Anyway, that's your blind item, Lori Bartlett.
I guess so.
My agent.
Wow.
No, but she's amazing. And then Lucy Liu showed up because she was the meeting. Like I was supposed to leave, like whatever. And
Yeah.
I just like couldn't leave Lori.
Yeah.
And then Lucy showed up for her meeting, you know.
Aww.
And I was like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm gonna go. And then Lucy was like, we've never met in person. Can you sit down? Can we just like hang out for a minute? Because we've also like Lucy and I have had the same like team kind of,
Yes,
for the longest time. Anyway. It was cute.
that's so
And
cool.
She was so nice.
I love Lucy Liu.
No, I fucking love her.
Yeah.
We had like a really great conversation. Now we have a text chain. I'm not gonna get you. I don't want to get things. I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Yeah. You don't want to Cal Penn it.
I've really Cal-penned it here. No, but can I tell you something? I do think that I just look back. I'm responsible for the next text to Cal.
Oh, okay.
It's on me.
Well, what are you going to say?
So I'm going to be like, you up? I don't know. What am I going to say? No, I think I'm going to, I don't know. I'm going to read his book.
Yeah.
I want him to be on the podcast. He wants to be on the podcast.
That's excellent. So many people want to be on the podcast. We're just waiting until your schedule's a little more chill.
I know. But I'm just saying, maybe we just slot Cal in because the book is out.
Yeah.
I'm going to read it.
Sure.
You can read it.
I can read it. I would
Why
read
wouldn't
it.
we read it?
I would read it anyway, even if he didn't want to come on the podcast. But I would love to speak with Cal Penn. We have a lot of cool people have approached us about being on the podcast. We want to have you all. And we haven't even been like inviting people because we knew we were going to take a little break from having guests while you were working. But yeah, so we have like a list going of people that we're going to get you all in, snap, 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 once everything calms down.
Frame Bridge. This is my favorite. This is one of my favorite gifts because it's all grandparents want.
Yes.
Are pictures. And no one's printing pictures out anymore.
Right.
We all forget about it because we don't get things developed.
Right.
And Framebridge is like, here's your family collage wall. Look at this picture I got Framebridged. Just a giant photo of me and Gina Linetti.
Just a beauty shot of you and Gina. That's perfect.
Just
nobody
cuddling.
gets anything framed anymore because it's so expensive to get custom framing done.
Oh yeah. That's another oh my gosh. The price of custom framing.
Have you ever gone into a frame store and
Yes.
you just start crying when they give you an estimate?
I literally am like, sir, I'm sorry. What are you talking about?
Are you framing a house? No, it's
Why? It's
That's-
just a Harry Styles poster.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
that's why I love FrameBridge because
Me
they
too.
can literally frame anything you send them. And it's so reasonable that it makes it seem like everything else is kind of a scam.
I think maybe everything else is kind of a scam.
You can send them things to frame if you have like a physical item, but also if you just have a high resolution, beautiful digital photo that you took, you can just upload your photo to FrameBridge and they'll take care of it.
That's what I do, and honestly, it's the best, most streamlined gift that I can give people because it's like, everybody's like, "Oh, it's so sweet, it's personal." I'm like, it very much is, and people are like, "Framing is so expensive." I'm like, I know, it really is. But a handcrafted, personalized gift from FrameBridge can start at just $39, and all shipping is free. All right, so guys, get started today. Frame your photos, send someone the perfect gift. Go to framebridge.com, use promo code OURBEST to save an additional 15% off your first order. Just go to framebridge.com, promo code OURBEST. Framebridge.com, promo code OURBEST. Ooh, each and every natural deodorant is the best. My pits smell like Christmas.
Me too. Did you switch to your Christmas pits yet?
I did. Christmas pits are all the rage.
Christmas pits is what we fondly call the each and every scent black spruce and fir, which is a limited edition.
Juniper and mint. That's the one that's
Juniper
my
and
Christmas
mint.
pit.
That's what you have. Oh, that's your
my
Christmas
pit.
pits.
My Christmas pit is juniper and mint.
Okay, I like the black spruce and fir, but they have a 3-pack of black spruce and fir, juniper and mint, and cardamom and ginger, which is like, if I got that in my stocking, I would be thrilled.
Well, guess what? Guess what I got you? No, but you guys, we really do love each and every. It's changed my natural deodorant game. It has no parabens or anything bad in it. It's just 6 simple, safe, and ethically sourced ingredients. No baking soda, no other hidden things. And it fights odor as well as an antiperspirant. And it has 0 aluminum. You know that.
Yes.
And it goes on silky smooth. And your pits look great. Each and every has just changed it all for me. I love it. I love it so much.
And I told each and every company that I use it on my hair flyaways in the winter.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
It
smells
works
so good.
Great.
It smells great.
That's an unauthorized use. I'm just telling you what I
You know
personally do.
what I do? I'm going to tell you an unauthorized use in the summer. I each and every my bikini line.
Oh, okay. All right.
I do a triangle. I do each and every triangle around my triangle before I
Okay.
put on my underwear in the morning.
These are off-label uses that we're just telling you in our experience. That's what we do. That's what we do.
It's my favorite thing ever. Guys, so order each and every for yourself and for every single clean beauty lover in your life. Check out their amazing bestsellers set and the collection of minis, which are really cute for stocking stuffers, the
Yes.
minis.
Yes.
Our listeners are going to get 30% off your first purchase. To get the offer, go to our special URL, eachandevery.com/best and use promo code BEST30. Don't miss out on 30% off. Use promo code BEST30 at eachandevery.com/best and let us know what your Christmas pits smell like. Is there anything in pop culture that we need to discuss?
I saw a picture of Britney Spears leaving Target with a shopping cart, and it made me very happy. She looked delighted.
That's amazing.
I like seeing her out there shopping, doing her thing. I also saw her trying on a lot of outfits in front of her Christmas tree. That made me happy.
Always. Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan got engaged.
I saw that. Yeah.
I'm happy for her. I hope she's doing great.
Me too.
Paris Hilton got married.
Well, that was a while
probably
ago, I
like a
think.
while ago, but we didn't talk about it. But
No, we didn't.
that seems good. Seems like, all those girls that were in that car that time,
All those girls that were in that car that time outside that hotel
are doing great.
are
now.
doing great. Gwen Stefani continues to not age, which is weird.
Yeah,
What's going on? Why doesn't Gwen Stefani age?
I don't know. And why don't people talk about it as much as they talk about how Paul Rudd doesn't age?
Yeah. Hey, wait, I'm going to say something. Gwen Stefani is the Paul Rudd of the female world.
Gwen Stefani is the Paul Rudd of No Doubt.
Gwen Stefani is the Paul Rudd. Gwen Stefani is to Paul Rudd what? Oh, wait, hold on. I love these. I love these.
Yes.
Gwen Stefani is to Paul Rudd what, like, well, what is, like,
Well,
how do
we
you do
gotta-
it? We got to come up with another one that's like they're the same. Okay,
Yeah.
so what are two things that are exactly the same? What's wrong with me? Why is my brain broken?
Two things that are exactly
The same.
Gwen Stefani is to Paul Rudd
Is to Paul Rudd
as the movie Spencer is to The Shining.
Did you watch the movie Spencer and you
same
thought it was
movie.
terrifying?
It is the same movie.
Wait,
It's like
what?
at
She's
first
locked in the castle.
she's locked. She's like in the castle.
Wow.
She's talking to the help, and the help all seems nefarious. There's a lot of long hallways. The kids are terrified.
Yeah,
She's
everybody's terrified.
Starting to see things like that aren't there. She's talking to like a ghost.
Wait.
What? Spoiler.
First of
alert.
all, is Kristen Stewart amazing?
She's amazing. Like
okay.
I mean, like Diana is so iconic that you can.
Iconic.
She's always in your mind. Like if you grew up in the era of Princess Diana, she's always in your mind. It would be impossible to look at anyone else playing her and think like that's Diana. You know what I mean?
Do you
Because she's
remember
so
where you were when
seared.
you heard that
Yes,
she died?
Yes, I
Where
remember.
were you?
I was at my mom's condo and I was pregnant with Eli.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I was in college and I was at my dorm and I remember being like so freaked out by it that I went and called my mom at the payphone.
Yeah.
Like where you because guys, I'm old.
Yeah.
And my mother answered the phone and said, busy, did you see this? Did you see this? Have you been watching TV? And I said, yeah, I did. I saw it, Mom. And my mom goes, they killed her. Busy? They fucking killed her. Like my mother, conspiracy theorist number one,
Yeah.
was like, they fucking killed her. And I was like, who killed her, Mom? And my mom was like, they did. Well, they did.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, listen,
They did.
a lot of things conspired to kill Diana, the people's princess. A lot of things. But yeah, I mean, it was such a weird time, right? Because I can't remember how far along I was, but I went to visit my mom. I was at her condo in Massachusetts and that all happened. And I remember like I was exhausted because I was pregnant. And so I was just like laying around watching all the coverage. But then when Eli was born in July, on the day that I was put into labor, on the day that JFK Jr.'s plane crashed, and the whole time I was in
Well,
labor,
he's not dead, you know.
yeah,
You
the
know
whole
he's
time I
coming
was
to announce his
in labor
presidency.
was waiting for them to like find anything like during the search. But yeah, he's gonna, as we know, people believe that he is people, and by people I mean the members of QAnon. believe that he's going to return to announce that he is going to be Donald Trump's running mate in the next presidential election. That was a weird time when all that happened, and times have not gotten any less weird all these many years later.
It hasn't gotten less weird.
Yeah.
It has gotten. I do think it has gotten weirder.
Yeah. So 100%.
I went to I went with the kids and Mark to see his parents after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Mark's mom, guys, wasn't doing well and was in the hospital for a long time, and is now out of the hospital and is in a rehab facility.
Okay.
Not for drugs.
Yeah. A medical rehab facility.
Facility. And where they have her is close to like where Mark's brother and sister-in-law live. And holy shit, there were Trump 2024 flags in the town.
Wow.
Flying high.
Wow.
And I thought, oh, well, we're fucked. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, it's good.
I think we're fucked.
It's good to know what's happening, but yeah, it's like there's too many balls to keep your eyes on. We have to watch healthcare for people with uteruses. We have to watch healthcare in general. We have to watch voting rights. They're still trying to gut voting rights and gerrymander districts and make it impossible for people to vote. And so, when
it's all the same conversation, by the way.
It is. And it's just about,
and it all is like,
it's about maintaining power. It's not even about, you can't even say, because I think sometimes people are like, I think they think they're doing what's best. And I'm like, I mean, they think what's best is that they're powerful and we're not. So,
Again, I return.
Yeah.
If I could look.
Sorry, dogs.
At flaccid, dying turtle Mitch McConnell in the face, I would say, sir, I need you to look into my eyes. I need you to look into my eyes, sir. And I need you to tell me to what end.
Right.
To what end, sir? What's going to happen? What are you getting? What is happening, sir? You're a deflated turtle without a shell. You're an evil motherfucker. And to what end?
Oh my gosh.
I wish I could look him in the eyes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Fuck, man. Are your dogs going to be okay?
They're like saw a squirrel or something. Let me try to go shut them up. Hold on. I don't know if they're going to be quiet. We'll see.
Wait, I have to show you. Again.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm going to try to not knock over this fucking Zoom recorder because Lord knows we can't handle it. Can you see? Wait, can you see the legs?
Yes. Oh my God. So cute.
Classic doodle behavior, guys. Gina puts her head behind the curtains and then like her entire body is like, oh, I'm going to take a picture.
She just wants her privacy.
No, but also it is classic doodle behavior because Kelly Oxford used to have, or does still have, I don't fucking know. I can't keep track of the animals. But Archie, I think Archie's still with her. And he's like part doodle something. And he puts his feet under the rug. Maybe it's just dogs. Maybe dogs are just wild.
Yeah, maybe. What are you doing your best?
Okay, what are you doing your best at?
What are you doing your best
I
at?
asked you first.
What
I really got it out first, I think.
Okay. What I'm doing my best at.
Okay, between your fucking dogs barking and me trying to post this Instagram story with Golden by Harry Styles because Gina's a golden doodle. Also, we can use this clip because it doesn't exceed. All right, yeah.
All right. Success.
Apparently, wait, Birdie told me that Olivia Wilde Bernie today was like, I was in the kitchen and Bernie comes out and Bernie was like, did you see that Harry's mom and sister were at the concert last night? I was like, oh, that's cool. No, Bertie, I didn't see that because I'm not furiously Googling Harry Styles concert last night, whatever. And then Bertie was like, yeah, also, did you see that Olivia Wilde did a backbend? I was like, what? Like that I actually want to Google right now. I have so many more things to tell you, so many more stories.
I know. What the fuck?
I went to on my life, Olivia Wilde just did a back bend at the Harry Styles show. What?
Wow.
Who are you, Twitter user Sydney Brain?
We'll see. We'll see if it gets picked up by the trades.
But what's really happening with the dogs?
It's because normally the guys are here and they will quiet them down, but somebody delivered something and the guys are not here.
No one has a video of this back bend.
No one can confirm it.
Well, people are saying it happened, but no one can 100% confirm.
Do you have Olivia Wilde's phone number?
Maybe.
Just text her and see.
I'll be like, bro, did you do a back bend? That seems weird.
It does seem weird. But maybe she was like feeling it.
I'm not kidding you. I maybe did a back bend. I'm not joking. I don't know what happened. I literally don't know what happened. It was so fucking fun. The best time. Sobes, completely sobes.
That's
You know what I mean?
great. Yeah, that's
Of course.
I'm so happy. That sounds like so
like
much fun.
I mean, I was driving, so obviously it was sober, but
Yeah.
it was like very pure, unadulterated fucking fun. Anyway,
that's excellent.
so
Okay,
that's what I did my best at this week.
That's
There,
what
I'm just going to go with that.
You did your best at having pure, unadulterated fun.
At the Harry Styles concert.
Okay.
What about you, Casey?
I'm just trying to be like proactive. I'm trying to like do my holiday shit ahead of time. I'm trying to wrap gifts and get gifts ahead of time, even though I feel like
That's insane.
This again.
It's too much.
I feel like I feel like we just did this. And I want to have Christmas, but I don't want to have like the pressure to get gifts for people, which is sad because I normally like that kind of thing. And I'm trying to like get ahead on work that I have to do. I am the most busiest jobless person I know. I am somehow don't have a full-time job and I'm working like 60 hours a week. Just like,
Yeah, but not having a full-time job means that you're like hustling.
yeah,
That's
hate
the
it.
thing.
Hate it.
Full-time jobs in a lot of ways are like worse and better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's worse, but also it's better.
I'm going to say I've tried it both ways and I like to have a job. I like focusing on one thing and doing one thing. I do not like being like, oh, I have to stop doing this for 5 minutes because I have to do this for this other person who wants this right away. And then I have to wrap it up and then I have to talk to this person. It's a lot. It's not necessarily the life for me, but it is my life right now. And I'm lucky to have what I have. And, but yeah, I would like to not be like constantly running around trying to like switch the track that my brain is on.
I'm with you. I get it. I'm constantly in sort of a similar, I don't know, chicken with its head cut off vibe. But I do think hopefully it's going to pay off for both of us.
I hope
At some
so.
point?
Maybe.
I hope so too.
Who knows? I mean, listen, I feel lucky to get to do what I get to do. And not everybody gets to, and that's for various reasons. I've worked really hard to get where I am, so I'm not like discounting that, you know.
Those dogs are so annoying, Casey. I don't know how you live with it.
I know.
I don't know how you live with it. I'm sorry.
Well, this is the first time they've ever really fucked up the podcast in all the times
I know, but
we've
do
been
they
doing
do
it.
that to you like
Whenever someone rings the
on
doorbell?
the regular?
Yes.
Oy vey.
Yes. That's what
hate
they're
it.
being quiet right now. But anyway, what I was saying was I've worked really hard to get where I am. Actually, I've worked hard enough to be farther along than I am, if I'm being honest. Like,
Of course.
Like, I think more should be going on for me, but
Yeah.
it's just, it is what it is.
Yes.
But also, like, a lot of people don't even get this far. So, you know, so I'm going to be Dolly Parton about it. You know what I mean? You know that story about, like, what were they feeling?
Of course.
Filming Steel Magnolias, and everyone was talking about how
Whatever,
hot it was, and
yes, and she was like, never gonna complain. I don't know. I'm not on that train. I'm sorry. I'm just fucking not. I'm not. I can, you know what? Because I can hold two truths. I can hold that, like, I'm so grateful to be here, and also get me a fucking air conditioner. I'm talent. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Two things can be true simultaneously.
It's true. It's true.
Sorry.
I guess just for me, it doesn't really it doesn't serve me at this point to be like upset about.
I guess. Yeah, that's
you know,
true.
because
I have lots of things though that don't serve me that I'm still holding on to. So
I do
gotta,
too
like, figure that one
sometimes.
out.
I do too, but I just
I was just talking about it in therapy actually.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Okay. What did your therapist say? Definitely hold on to those things.
I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Like things, I don't know. You hold on to things until you let them go, until you're ready to let them go.
Right. Right.
And
Yeah.
we're not all Dolly Parton. Do you know?
No.
Like we
That's-
can't all be Dolly Parton, and bless her soul.
Yeah.
We can't all be you, Case.
No, but you know what I mean? It's like I don't know that I really have a choice. Like you can't like demand that things be different.
You're out of your mind. You know that you have a choice. You know that people are fucking nuts, and like people demand things all the time, and people are like, "This is unfair, and I deserve better," whatever. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
yes. I totally know what you mean, but I'm saying like in my position, I'm not going to like, what am I going to do? Go on Twitter tomorrow and be like, I demand that someone give me a job. It doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? So I have to keep doing it the way I'm doing it.
I get it.
I mean, the next time I have a meeting, I could be like, if you know what's good for you, you'll give me this fucking job. I demand it and see how that goes. I don't.
Well, you could also, but you could be like, I mean, if I were you, I would hire me because if you don't, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Try that.
It's a wild time. I'm still learning about LA and like how things work here. And it's so weird to be doing everything over Zoom and still feel like I'm on another planet, you know, but it's just so different than what I'm used to. Like I literally had a meeting where I was like, I'm not sure I'm the right person for this job. And they were like, you're the only person we want for this job. You're the only person that could do it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, great. And then to be honest, like I got so busy like doing 5 minutes of work for one person and 10 minutes of work for another person that I forgot about it. And then I just saw like people I know were working on that show. And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't get the job. That I was the only person they wanted. And I'm sure it was just that they ran it up the flagpole to somebody who was like, oh no, not that person. You know what I mean? So it's just fucking weird. It's just weird. But I'm lucky to have done everything that I've done, and I'm lucky to be doing what I'm doing now. I just would like 20 hours a week less work, or I would like to make money that reflects me working even 40 hours. That's what, you know, that's my two. One or the other. I would take less work or more money.
Okay, so you want to work less.
Yes, I would take either. I don't need both. I just want to work less per week or make more money.
I want you to have both.
I did too, but I'm just saying like baby steps.
No, but I mean, no. I think we got to vision board both. I think, you know what I think you need, Casey?
What?
I think you need the audacity of a millennial.
Millennials. How do you do it?
And I think you got to be like, I'm going to work less and I'm going to get paid more. Boom.
Maybe.
mic drop or whatever.
It might work. It could work. I would think, like, listen, not to brag, but people often think that I am younger than I am. So maybe I could get away with that millennial.
It's not even about that, dude. It's not even about that. It's literally about just like the attitude where you're just like, pay me more and I'm going to work less. And bye. I clock out. It's 5 p.m. Bye.
Yeah.
I want the audacity of a millennial for you.
I've often told myself like that maybe people don't take me as seriously as they might because I look younger, because I have baby face. Maybe my voice and the way that I dress doesn't convey.
Oh, well, for sure. Vocal fry, has been the long time
so now I'm
assassin of people taking us seriously. But
exactly.
Fuck those people.
Now I'm thinking like maybe that could work in my favor. I could be like a millennial and I'll be like, I know what I'm worth. And this is like no shade to millennials. I admire when they do it. I know what I'm worth.
Me too. Oh my God. You
I'm-
guys, no shade to millennials.
Yeah. This is what I want to be paid for this. This is what, it always makes me laugh because like when I've been a boss of things, it always makes me laugh when some millennial is like, I know what I'm worth. I'm asking for what I'm worth. And also like, these are my parameters. These are my boundaries because I don't care. It's not my money. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, great. Ask for it. I love it. And they always compare what they're making with each other. I love it. I love the new way of doing things. I wish I was more like that. So,
Me too.
yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. But anywho, you should probably go because you have.
I should go to bed.
Yeah. Just as my dog stopped barking.
Fucking assholes. Look at those assholes.
They're not the best girls when they lack guidance.
Oh, Gina's all curled up on my side of the bed because she loves me the best. Because she's my baby.
She's your baby.
She really is. I thought I might have a third kid.
Yeah.
But guess what I had? A golden doodle named Gina. Oh boy, is she the fucking best.
Don't bribe anyone to send her to college.
It's already done.
Because that's going to be a really
already done.
That's going to be an embarrassing scandal.
Did you see the picture of her rowing? You didn't see the picture of her on that I photoshopped of her on the row team. What is it called when they row? What is it called? What is that called? Crew.
Yeah. I was like, scullery.
Have you not? I swear to God, you guys, if one of you doesn't fucking make Gina on a crew. I can't do shit. I can't do shit on the Photoshop vibes.
Yeah.
I'm so bad that people were like, I remember in the beginning of my Instagram, whatever, people were like, it's so refreshing how you don't do face. And I was like, yeah, wait, what's that? I would do that. I want to do that. I would love to do that. Can you show me how to do? I don't know how to do that. I cannot do that. I can't do it.
Your authenticity just came from incapability.
Yeah. By the way, fuck yes. Put that on a t-shirt. My authenticity is just incapability. How about that, bitch? Oh my God. Seriously though, write it down. I'm not even kidding. My authenticity is just inability. Incapability? What did you say? Inability or incapability?
Incapability at first, but it's so funny. I love how you're like, I would have done all that stuff. I just couldn't.
Are you fucking kidding me? Wait, there was a way that I could have looked perfect? Fuck you. I don't know how to do that shit. But anyway, all of this to say that I would love a picture of Gina Linetti on a crew boat rowing or calling the shots, that guy in the front.
The
for USC.
Swain.
You know what I mean? Just for her application to USC is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
And then when it breaks, I mean, can you even go to jail for trying to send a dog to college? Just shut the fuck up. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Can you even go to jail for trying to to college. Someone should try. We should see. It sounds like an Adam Sandler movie. All dogs go to college. It's like I think that's like the best. All dogs go to college. Coming to Netflix in 1.5 weeks. We just sold it, shot it, and we're currently editing it.
We're gonna write it
by Christmas.
as
You'll
we're-
be able to watch All Dogs Go to College. All dogs go to college. Oh, I wish you could, little Jean. I'm sorry, baby. We're just making fun of yous. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute.
She is very.
She
cute.
goes on her daily Connecticut runs.
I know.
now. She loves her daily Connecticut runs. And she's so tired.
Very lucky dog.
Oh, yeah. Are you
If
kidding?
I sent my dogs to Connecticut, maybe they would be asleep right now.
Yeah, maybe they would chill the fuck out. Birdie and the other one.
Millie.
Wait, oh my God, you're the second friend I have that has a dog named Millie. And I have a friend who has a daughter named Millie. 2 dogs and a kid. All named Millie. Different people.
And
We talked about that bitch. That bitch. We talked about that lady that named her dogs
Cricket
Birdie and
Birdie,
Cricket, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if we talked
couldn't
about
remember.
her on the podcast, but
We didn't? What a wild
maybe.
journey.
Who knows? That's so funny.
I don't
My
remember.
friend's sister was in high school. Her sister was also named Cricket, but not a dog.
I'm literally not saying I invented the names.
No,
Jesus.
I was saying it's so unusual that I've only known one other person named Cricket on Earth besides Jiminy. And
A nice cricket.
so
a fair enough cricket.
A great cricket. He's fantastic.
Jiminy, but Jiminy like floats around. Jiminy is not just relegated to Pinocchio.
Yeah, also
Arguably the darkest of all the fairy tales.
100%. 100%. I mean,
So
it's
dark.
just like, yeah.
I
Pinocchio
just know
makes
it's- I
Elf
don't
on the
know.
Shelf look like.
I'm not here for anyone's Elf on the Shelf hatred, by the way. Just FYI. I'm not here
FYI.
for it. Just FYI, don't come to my door with the fucking Elf on the Shelf as the Gestapo. Fuck you. Fuck
I'm just
you
saying,
for comparing Elf on the Shelf to anything other than just like a fucking dumb
fun
thing
times,
that
yeah.
makes your kids happy for 2 seconds when like the rest of the world is such fucking garbage. Let me move the goddamn elves.
I'm
You know what I
saying,
mean?
as far as cautionary tales for children go, I don't think Elf on the Shelf, I don't think is like the problem. I think it's when if you were the type of parent that leaned very heavily on threatening that Elf on the Shelf was watching.
I'm so
you.
sorry. Have we met me? Do you think that there's any threats?
They're
toward
not-
these people at all. First of all, they're not threatened by. They're not scared of me. They also are just like
You're threatened by them.
They're like, we already are presidents and CEOs of this world, right? And I'm like, yeah, that's about right. Tell me, what are we doing? Tell me where we're going. What are
Oh
we doing
my
next?
gosh.
That's number 1.
It's a creative outlet.
I liked it. Oh, Cricket did say that the other day. Cricket was like, so when do you think those elves are going to come back? And I was like, oh no, I thought we were over it, but okay, we're not. And I sent them to storage.
Oh, so you gotta get them
So
back.
Ray is, we're trying. Ray is on a mad hunt with the storage guy to try to find him. I know. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I'm too fucking tired to do anything anyway, but
Well, maybe Mark can do it.
I know this is a podcast, so you can't see the look I just gave Casey, but you can fucking imagine it in your
mean,
little beautiful heads.
He directs
right now.
films, that man.
Come on. It's going to go to, come on. No, it's not happening. No, that happened one time when I like had to leave town for work, actually before 2019, before 2020. And
Yeah.
it wasn't great.
It was a disappointing
wasn't-
disappointing addition.
It was fine. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was fine. No shit. What was I about to say? Well, I'll listen back to the podcast and I'll remember. And then I'll feel like annoyed that I didn't say it, but whatever.
Wait, it was about Elf on the Shelf?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Maybe it was about Harry
Christmas?
Styles. Maybe it was about Harry Styles and Elf on the Shelf. Happy
wait.
Hanukkah.
I do want to tell you something. And don't want you to get mad.
I won't get mad.
At work, Yancey, who does my hair,
Yeah.
has been using the Dyson, the super fucking fancy expensive
Yes.
version of the Revlon one.
Yeah.
It's so much better.
I'm sure it is. I'm
No,
sure
I mean,
it
it's
is.
like, Casey, it's like really good.
I'm sure. But not everybody has $500 to spend on a Dyson.
But maybe we should make it. Maybe we should do like we should do an Oprah's giveaway for Christmas.
I can't even give away one to myself. Here's what I'll say.
By the way, I'm asking for it for Christmas. Like,
You're
I'm like
asking
saying,
for
people
it?
Are,
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah,
know.
from like my family, and people are like, "What do you want for Christmas?" I'm like, really, actually, would like that Dyson thing, whatever
It's
that is.
so
the
nice.
blow
Carly,
dryer.
I think Carly that we used to work with, she had it and it was so nice. And her hair looked so good when she did it with it. But like the Revlon
It doesn't
thing,
damage the hair.
Yeah, the Revlon
and it's
thing
because
is
it's like
like
got different heat settings and
Yeah.
things. I don't know.
The Revlon thing is like $40 and the Dyson
I know I have
thing
the
is like
Revlon thing.
$500. And like who can, maybe that's like, that could be part of like a COVID relief program. Like people could get some like universal basic income and a Dyson hair thing.
In a trip to space
Well, that's for, that's
on
for,
the penis rocket.
for billionaires only. But yeah, I agree that it's probably nice. I only ever used it in the wing bathroom, when they had like
I remember when we did that.
we tried it.
We
in
did it together.
in
It was
the
really
bathroom
fun.
at this, like the wing, in case you don't know, is like a workspace that was like mostly for women, but other people were allowed to come. All people were allowed to come, but it was like a membership club that we went
It was
to.
nice.
It was nice, and it had like a
It's
patio. And
Is it over?
Yeah, I think it's
It
over.
had a great turkey sandwich.
Yeah, good
Remember?
turkey sandwich.
I loved that turkey
Yes.
sandwich.
But they also, one of the fun things about it, kind of fun if you were into it, is that you could like take a shower there if you were like going to a meeting, and they had blow dryers and all kinds of like fancy products you could use in the bathroom. And one of the things that you could use was the Dyson hair thing. And one
And like
time,
if you were a wing member, you could get like 20% off or something.
oh
I swear
yeah,
to God.
that's right. I should have.
There was
got
like
it
some promotional
then.
thing.
Yeah, I should have got it then. But yeah, we tried it one time in there, but I don't know. We didn't do our whole hair. We just tried it for a second to see what it was like. And it was good. But yeah, you're right. It is a great product, but Revlon is
For the masses.
yeah.
Some
Revlon's-
things, Casey, are for the masses, like
Yeah.
you and me.
Yeah. Yeah. And they do have a new Revlon with a smaller barrel that has supposedly different heat settings. So I don't know. Is it an improvement? I heard it's good. I think there's a better shot of me getting my hands on that at some point than the Dyson. And I love a Dyson product, by the way.
Oh my God, wait. Did I tell you about Baby Bob?
No.
Okay, you guys, Baby Bob, who's not a baby anymore, my nephew, but his name is Bob, and it was ridiculous that he was a baby named Bob. So we called him Baby Bob, and now he's is he 6?
He's a grown man.
He's not a grown man, but is he 6? Is he 6 or 5?
I think
He's something. He's
6 probably.
Yeah, he's 6. I don't know people's ages, guys. In the same way that I can't say last names. I don't know, whatever. I don't pay attention. The point is, he is obsessed with he is like an engineer in the making or something, like my
Yeah.
dad.
Yeah.
Like he's got that part in him, and
Yeah.
he's obsessed with like electronics and stuff, always has been. And he saw this like one of those fancy Dyson fans somewhere, and he was like, oh, if I could ask Santa for anything, anything in the world, it would be that Dyson fan.
Oh.
And so Dyson fan, like name checked it and was just
Yeah.
like mesmerized by its beauty. The big circular. Do you know which one I'm
Yes,
talking about?
yeah, it's like-
I don't even
yeah.
have one. I mean, it's fancy.
Yeah.
So my sister, the queen of couponing,
Yeah.
like scoured the Facebooks and the internets and the whatevers and got him. Do you think Bob listens to this podcast? Should I whisper this part?
Yeah, he probably does. Out of
He does
all
not, Casey.
Out of all your family, I feel
My
like
mom does, but I hope she doesn't listen to it with him in the room. If you do, Mom, turn it off. Okay. And so my sister found one on like one of those sites, for like $40 or something.
Oh, that's so exciting. He'll
And
be
got
so
it.
excited.
And so he's going to get it for Christmas morning. His own Dyson
Oh my
fan.
God. I love when little kids ask for weird shit. Oh my God.
I mean, he only asks for weird shit. He also has requested apparently the Girls Five Ever Bejeweled like promotional cup that my
Perfect.
mom has. And he
Yes.
was wondering if there were any others that maybe he could have. And a lava lamp.
Perfect. So easy to buy for. I love
Dude,
it.
I'm like set. Baby Bob's got everything. I
Oh
got
my
my
God.
parents an oven. That's already done.
Perfect.
I got Baby Bob is lava lamp, Girls Five Ever promotional cup,
Yeah.
which I just have in my drawer out there in the kitchen. I'm just going to give him that one,
Great.
obviously.
Perfect.
But Josie, I don't know what I'm getting. I don't know what I'm getting my sister yet or her husband.
You got to figure it out.
do not
Josie's
know what
a
I'm
great
getting my
swimmer.
children.
Maybe there's like a swimming something that's good for Josie.
Okay.
And Josie likes to be cozy, I feel like. I don't know.
Yeah, I always get Josie good cozy like suits, like sweatsuits and
Yeah. Yeah. 'cause
and
she's
jack
like
and
a,
coats and stuff. Yeah,
she's
she
a
likes to
little
be
bit of a
cozy.
jock. She is. She's a great
She is.
swimmer.
know,
That's so funny.
but-
I love when kids ask for weird shit. I was just looking back and at my old photos, like your phone serves up memories to you. And when Lincoln was like 8, his Christmas list was like he wanted 2 Costco size jars of pickles, and that's what he got.
Everything goes back to Costco, guys.
He was delighted.
And that's our show. Good night. We love you.
We love you.
Do your best.
Do
I'm going to
your
go
best.
to bed and wake up super early and go to work and have the best time ever. And you guys are the best. And you're doing your best. We're doing our best. Try to be nice to one another. Try to remember that everybody's going through it right now.
Yeah.
Whether you know that they are or they're not. Wait, what?
Whether
No.
they know
You know what
that
I'm
they are.
saying.
Yeah.
Whether they know that they are or they don't or whatever.
Yeah.
Even Gina, head behind the curtains, going through it. You know what I mean?
It's all been a lot.
It's all been a lot. So we're here.
Text to Cal Penn and tell him that
Oh shit!
we love him and we're looking
going
forward
to.
to talking to him.
I'm going to. Maybe I'm going to see if he wants to hang out this weekend. Maybe I'll let you know.
All right. We love you guys.
Love you guys.
Have a great week. Bye.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing my best.
Oh no.